Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's time for another Life in London vlog because I've got some fun plans this weekend. And this weekend I am first off to the TreeHouse Hotel in Oxford Circus, meeting a friend there for brunch. We're going to a restaurant called Madera, which is way up high in the hotel. Gorgeous views of London, and the brunch food is fantastic, and they also cater to vegan, gluten-free, all those things. Not that I need any of those things, but just worth mentioning. And then we're going to an exhibition put on by Vogue and Snapchat. So it's going to be a lovely Saturday, and let's go head out because I'm running late. So we started our day at the TreeHouse Hotel. Now this is located in Oxford Circus, and you go into the hotel and you take the elevator, or the lift as we say here in the UK, up to Madera. It literally is perched on the top of the hotel, which means that in normal times it has excellent views of the city surrounding it. Now, as you saw in the first clip, there is some scaffolding that's going on with the hotel right now. So when you go into Madera, you will see kind of scaffolding around the entry area when you go into the restaurant, as well as around the tables, which is unfortunate. It does take away from some of the atmosphere, but the restaurant itself is so beautifully decorated that it's okay. And they've tried to put up kind of these clever, I guess you can see here in the visual, like the kind of rustic boarding to block the scaffolding, but it is beautiful. I still would recommend checking it out while the scaffolding is up there, just because, especially in the evening when all the lights are dim, it's very like dark and sexy and lovely. But it's also a great spot for brunch as well, because they offer a mix of vegan, vegetarian, and regular Mexican inspired brunch offerings. I started with a coconut milk latte, which was perfection, and I had the poached eggs on avocado toast, which was great. No red onions sneaking in there, which is my kryptonite. I'm allergic to them. And my friend also had this kind of chicken fajita bowl situation, which looked so good. Lots of like nicely kind of spiced and roasted chicken with rice, all the kind of peppers and spices, the avocado, the lettuce. Absolutely fantastic. After a delicious brunch, we walked down Regent Street to the Vogue x Snapchat exhibition. I was so excited to go check this out. For those of you who don't know, I work professionally in marketing. I've done a lot specializing in social media in my career, so anytime there's a cool activation that's related to marketing, social media, art, creativity, those are the kind of things that I love to do in London. And this exhibition has a story behind it. It was called Redefining the Body. It's not the first time they've done this exhibition, but I think it was the first time they brought it to London. It was actually first opened in June 2022 at the Centre d'Art La Malmaison in Cannes, and this was actually the second iteration of it. And the exhibition is called Redefining the Body. It was curated by Edward Ennefel OBE. It's described as a groundbreaking collaboration between Vogue and Snap Inc., and it illustrates how augmented reality can advance the realm of physical fashion, with the idea of amplifying and transforming clothing, designs, all through innovative digital experiences, which you were able to experience both in real life and through Snapchat. And this is what made the exhibition so fun. In each room, you had a different designer. So there was Stella McCartney, there was Dior, Versace, really exciting brands. Each room was a little different. So you got to see the dresses up close and personal, but you also had these almost like mirror length screens where you could basically see yourself with the dress or the coat, like you see here with Dior, on you in kind of a Snapchat-like experience. And then you could also scan a QR code, and like Snapchat is known for its famous augmented reality filters, get to see the room kind of transform in front of you, like you can see here, where like the floor is kind of morphing. There's, you know, different elements appearing on screen. It was really, really fantastically curated, and if it does pop up in any other cities around the world, I would definitely recommend that you check it out. Hello and happy Sunday. I have been working all morning, the glamour that you don't see behind the scenes, but I really need a break and I've got a good chunk of the day left, so I wanted to do something more meaningful with it. And what I'm going to do is go over to Primrose Hill. There's a beautiful park area with views of London and some really charming streets to stroll through, and it just sounds like the perfect Sunday afternoon activity. So let's go head over there right now. So I started my walk by climbing up one of the sides of Primrose Hill from St. John's Wood, which meant I didn't need to hike all the way up. But Primrose Hill is a beautiful area, and I do recommend getting up to the top of the viewpoint. On this day, there were some very brave, some sort of sports team where they were literally running from the bottom to the top of the hill, doing like these sprints up it. I was not that brave. I made my walk up the side, and as you kind of get closer and closer to the top, you see the famous Primrose Hill viewpoint. And from this viewpoint, you can see incredible panoramic views of the city of London. So we're getting a little closer here. You start to see the buildings kind of peeking out, but you can basically see all the way from the Shard to the London Eye and beyond. And while it was freezing cold on the day that I went, this spot in the warmer months is perfect for a picnic, a stroll, maybe bring, you know, a little cheeky gin and tonic in a can and just sit on top, enjoy the gorgeous views. There isn't the proper sunset from here, but as you can see in the afternoon light, it does get this kind of wonderful hue across the city, which just makes it remarkable to enjoy. So after taking in some time to enjoy the viewpoint and be thankful that I wasn't one of those runners sprinting up and down the hill, I decided to make my way into the neighborhood of Primrose Hill, which is beautiful. It would be definitely on my list of dream neighborhoods to live in London because, oh my gosh, all of the homes in this neighborhood are more charming than the next. They're all these different pastel hued colors. So gorgeous. One must visit area is called Chalkett Square. So if you're just coming doing a touristy thing, there's some very beautiful, colorful homes here. And there's this lovely little square where some of these, you know, incredibly, I mean, I can't even imagine renting or buying in this part of London. It probably is mega expensive, but the square itself is private just for residents, but you can politely and quietly kind of walk along and take in the beautiful homes, which I just love. And it's reported that some very famous people, including Kate Moss and Jude Law, have homes in Primrose Hill. So who knows, maybe you'll run into a famous face. I still haven't yet, but you never know what the future holds. But Primrose Hill, if you're just coming as a tourist, I would definitely save some space for a coffee or a bite to eat. You know, that is when you're done kind of, you know, strolling the tree-lined streets and kind of peeking at the gorgeous townhouses. There's tons of cute cafes, restaurants, as well as independent shops and boutiques. You can find everything here from books to fashion to homeware, and that really you can find on kind of the main high street in Primrose Hill, which is so special. So with that said, I actually just kind of had like a nice little stroll around, and then I made my way back over to Primrose Hill in St. John's Wood to catch the train home. I really hope that you enjoyed this little snapshot of my life in London. I think living in London is so wonderful. My favorite things to do are just pick a neighborhood, get out there and explore, and I'll leave a couple places in the description box. If you do go to Primrose Hill, I have kind of a favorite pub and a few restaurants that I like over there. So I'll leave those in the description box below if you're planning a trip to London. And of course, if you're a local in London, you can take advantage of those too. But I'm gonna end the video here. So thank you so much for tuning in and enjoying a little snapshot of what I get up to on a weekend in London. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please hit the like button. That really helps this channel. Please leave a comment. Are there some favorite things that you love doing in Primrose Hill, or some great brunch spots around London? Please leave them in a comment below, because sharing is caring here on this channel. And if you want to see more of my travel, lifestyle, and life in London videos, please hit that subscribe button. I have new videos coming out every single week. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you soon.